It's a nice hot day out there. A little bit of a wind, but Todd and Dax have great ball control. They have to start out quick, though.
The biggest crowd of the year on the AVP Tour here in Hermosa Beach, one of the legendary meccas of American beach volleyball. Todd Rogers and Dax Holdren coming off a very impressive win, Tim, last week in Mexico.
No doubt about it. They came out of the qualifier. They played 4 games a day. They won 15-13 in the finals, so they are in shape. There's no doubt about that.
Holdren and Rogers against the Brazilians, Jose Loiola in the black headband, and Emmanuel Rego, the first team in the world to qualify for the Olympics. But interestingly, they haven't won an AVP tournament in over a year.
Not yet. I think their timing's off. They're waiting for the big events, Hermosa, Manhattan, Chicago, and, of course, the Olympics.
All right, here we go. Double final format. Dax Holdren and Todd Rogers need to win 2. They need to win this game to 15 and then a double final to 7 to win the tournament. Holdren. And Holdren puts it away. So good start for the team of Dax Holdren right there. And Todd Rogers.
A great ball control team, dropping off net, lipping Loiola, bringing the ball back up. He's a left-handed swing, so it's hard to block. Finds the sand. First point important.
Dax Holdren is 27 years old, currently living in Hermosa Beach, California. That ball served out.
Side out.
And a side out. Brent Lee, our first referee, usually wears those sunglasses so you can't tell if he's asleep or awake.
Most of the time he is asleep.
Holdren and Rogers leading 1-0. Here's Emmanuel Rego. His nickname is Bones. Very, very skinny, but very athletic and a tremendous defender. And Holdren goes over the top. Basically, strategy when you play Holdren and Rogers, who do you serve?
I think you got to test the waters right now. Both Emmanuel Rego and Loiola are such great jump servers. Once they get on a roll, you can't stop it. If they're serving the ball deep in the court, short in the court, they're just moving around depending on the wind.
Just whack it. Don't worry about who it goes to.
Let it fly. They're hitting that ball at 11 feet.
Here comes Jose Loiola. He likes to blast cross court that time, whacking it off Dax Holdren out of bounds. Holdren and Rogers, not a good blocking team, but that's about the only thing they don't do well.
They're so consistent. They have great jump serve, great ball control, great defense. They need a little work on their block because this is a very physical team, Jose and Emmanuel.
Jose Loiola with the serve, and they're working on Holdren. And Holdren hits into the net. Maybe Rego got a piece of that. That ties it up at 1.
I think Dax came in a little bit too late. Here's the set, sets on the net, comes in, goes cross court, hits the top of the tape. Not a good start.
Earnings for the Brazilians a year ago. Jose won $23,500. Light numbers for him in terms of money. But consider the fact that he was playing on the FIVB circuit most of the year and making most of his money over there.
No doubt. I think he made like $120,000 in FIVB money, so he had a pretty good year last year.
Speaking of last year, let's go back. Jose Loiola and Emmanuel Rego playing hometown favorite David Swadek and his partner Mike Whitmarsh. And early on, Swadek had it going, Hoff.
No doubt with the home crowd, but Loiola, the determined champion that he is, will never quit.
The turning point in the match came on this play. Emmanuel hit the ball out. Loiola thinks it's in. He runs over to spot the ball mark. He's seeing red. Marvin Hall gives him a red. That makes it 13-12. This was championship point. Rego hitting, and he gets roofed by Whitmarsh. Swadek and Whitmarsh win in overtime, 14-12. After the match, Loiola still hot. Rego analytical.
Last year we played very bad against Swadek and Whitmarsh. I think this year is going to be different.
No doubt. They're still feeling the sting from last year. Rego, one of the highest flyers and hardest hitters on tour, wants this Hermosa Open.
This is our championship final. That ball served long. Dax Holdren, Todd Rogers on the near side. There's Holdren. And they're playing against the Brazilians, Jose Loiola and Emmanuel Rego. 1-1 our score. Slow start. Here's Rego. Right down the middle, ace in the husband and wife area.
You don't want to let that happen. Todd and Dax are a little tired. If they give away many ace points, they're not going to be in this game. They've got to cover that middle. I think that was Dax's ball.
One more look at the hubby and wife area of no communication.
As you can see, Rego was starting on the left side, and that should be Dax's ball. He's
And there's another ace, Hob. So Loiola and Rego, you had talked about their strong serving. They're starting to whip it up.
Once they get up in the air and hit that ball, it's like a tennis serve. If it's an ace, it's very tough to get the racket on. And they're so big and physical. It's unbelievable.
3-1 is our score. Loiola and Rego ahead. And a timeout taken by Holdren and Rogers.
Hermosa Beach, in case you didn't know, we have a new...
So we're coming back to Hermosa Beach. Our championship final will
The only team in
continue.
ninth was Holdren and Bullion. There you go.
That's right. A lot of air and a lot of beef. All right, back to our final. Jose Loiola and Emmanuel Rego leading Dax Holdren and Todd Rogers 3-1. And Holdren with the kill. Interestingly, Dax Holdren, Todd Rogers, childhood friends growing up in Santa Barbara. They've been partners on the beach for over 10 years. We had a chance to ask Dax about his strategy against the Brazilians.
Get some easy points, serve tough. We've got about twice as many games as they do, but if you can't get fired up and be out here, then you shouldn't be playing volleyball.
Last week, long tournament in Mexico. This week, long tournament in Hermosa Beach. Are they wearing down?
No doubt about it. Their legs have got to be feeling it. They've got to really start stretching their arm out, hitting the ball high. If not, Jose and Emmanuel will start blocking them. Right there, that's a great jump serve, getting them back in the game.
So Holdren and Rogers get a point on the jump serve. There's a timeout on the court. We're coming back to Hermosa Beach with Loiola and Rego leading 3-2. First Hermosa Beach Open ever, won in 1970 by Henry Bergman and Ron Von Hagen. Tim Hovland making a little history today. How did he do?
Hermosa Beach, what else can you ask for? I got a ninth. We played pretty good. Look at this crowd. Look at this sun. This is what beach volleyball is all about. That's why I am still playing and enjoying myself.
On a plane trip once, Tim Hovland once told me he could take a fourth with me and a third by himself. Do you still feel that way?
Hey, the Hov rule is still in effect. If you don't have confidence, you don't have anything.
So what you're saying is, ninth with Bullion is good, but by yourself you could have got a second.
Let's hope so.
3-2 is our score. Jose Loiola and Emmanuel Rego disappointed the last 2 years. Close finishes, but unable to win here at Hermosa. Loiola, of course, has won here at Hermosa. He did it with Adam Johnson a few years back, but together, Brazilians haven't been able to win this major championship. Now Jose will serve with a 1-point lead. Lots of concentration in jump serve territory. And they'll try Todd Rogers. They've been serving Holdren early. And Jose has the dig. Chance for a point. Loiola on the net. And he puts it away. That makes it 4-2.
This is what they do so well. They dig the ball anywhere up. They throw the ball near the net. And both of them are so big and strong, they just get my bang. Watch his back set over the net, right near the net, up high, off the hands, and down. Tough to stop.
When Loiola first came on tour, he played with his buddy Anginho. They played together for some time and actually won a tournament, becoming the first international team to win a tournament. Nice shot by Rogers over the top.
Great ball control team. Watch the way Todd and Dax pass. They move their feet, they get them in position, they put the ball right there for the easy set. Nice, easy dink shot.
Game to 15, 4-2. Those gentlemen, Rego in the white hat, Loiola in the black headband. Here comes Emmanuel. Nice dig by Holdren. Back over the net. Jose on the attack. And he pounds it into the deep court. When you played Loiola and Rego, who did you serve? What's the strategy there?
We're back there bombing jump serves, usually on the ocean side. These guys, you got to take what they give you. If you're blocking at 9 feet and they're hitting at 10 feet, it's going to go over. You just let it go. You got to play your own game.
All right, so the wind certainly a factor. Rego and Loiola on the good side now, serving from the south. And there's an ace. That caught Holdren high, make it 5-2. So the serving has been a big story. That's the third ace for the Brazilians.
As we said, 5 points, 3 aces. That makes trouble for Dax and Todd.
Rego again, taking off his shirt now, ready to bomb away. Rogers, and Rogers puts it away. Todd Rogers very deceiving. He's 6'2", he jumps well, but he doesn't look physically imposing, and yet he's very, very good.
Not at all, but he moves the ball well. He's got a great wrist. He sees the hands. He goes off the top. Ball on the net like that. He'll put that ball away every time. But what's important is passing the ball, and that's what they do great.
A one-time All-America setter at UC Santa Barbara under Ken Preston, and they're working on Rego. He taps it into the corner, and that's on the line.
Todd and Dax need breaks like that. That just barely hit the back line. They were begging for a point right there. It didn't happen.
Good. 5-2.
This is a play you have to get if you're Holdren and Rogers. A high tappy. Someone's got to run that down, Hoff.
No doubt about it. Look, it just tickles the back line. The referee's right there making the good call.
First time I've ever heard you compliment an official.
Yeah, don't get used to it.
Loiola serving at 5-2. What's a good serve ace-to-error ratio when you're on the beach?
You know, back in the days, I mean, you call my serve the lollipop serve because I wanted to put the pressure on them, make them side out against my block. But right now, these guys just go back there and bomb. And if you're making 80% of your serves, you're going to win the game. You're making 60%. Like that one, right down the middle by Dax.
Spader for a point. Holdren and Rogers get to 3. So this game has been all about serving. And the hubby-wife area opening up for both teams.
The left-hander coming in, ripping across court, and ending up in the middle. That's a tough serve to defend.
Timeout on the sand. We're coming back in a minute. Certainly one of the great events in California every year, the Mervyn's California Beach Bash. Back to our championship final, Jose Loiola and Emmanuel Rego, the Brazilians, leading Dax Holdren and Todd Rogers, the Americans, 5-3. Story of the match so far has been serving.
No doubt about it. Todd and Dax can't let too many aces drop on them because physically they just don't match up that well against Jose and Rego.
3 aces for the Brazilians so far, and that one got away from Rego, blowing towards the surf.
4.
Duck hook into the ocean.
You hit some golf shots like that, don't you, Chris?
Sometimes. Most of the time, I've got a big, healthy fade.
There you go.
5-3. Rogers serving. And just out of bounds. So Rogers trying to poke one into the corner, cannot.
They could use a little help with that. That was very close. Here it is. Down the line. Rego lets it go. Good inch out. Good call.
So Jose Loiola serving. Hard to believe he's been on the beach now in the United States for 10 years. Rogers pounds it. Loiola can't get there.
10 years. I remember when Jose came over, he couldn't speak a word of English. We rented one of my apartments in there in El Segundo, him and Eugenio. They had a couple throw pillows, and they called that home for about a year and a half. They couldn't have a driver's license, so they got some bikes. They would riding their bikes from El Segundo to Hermosa Beach and back. It was just unbelievable.
A little bit of a difference now. Jose, American citizen, here he comes. And he's stuffed. So Todd Rogers at 6'2" elevates out of the sand, much like my partner used to, Tim Hovland, and gets the roof.
Watch this block, though. He lines him up, comes to the middle, takes the middle away, good penetration with the hands, throws it back. I think gives him a little stare down.
And you hear the chants of USA in the background. Loiola and Rego losing in the finals the last 2 years. They are determined to make up for it this year. And Rego bounces the ball.
That's what I'm talking about. That was up and over and down. When he extends, when he jumps, he floats like a butterfly and stings like a bee.
Brazil has its fans here too. And folks, if you're just tuning in, you're watching the #1 team in the world of volleyball. That's Emmanuel Rego, his partner Jose Loiola. They will be the Olympic favorites going to Sydney, and one reason why they can get up and get out. Jose Loiola with the stuff job, and that makes it 6-4.
Don't bring it in my house. Dax Holdren coming in a little late, goes to turn line. Jose says, not today.
We're coming back to the beach. Stay with us. More of the side-out AVP Hermosa Beach Open after this. For the AVP, we welcome you back in Marvin Hall. Dancing Marvin Hall doing his thing, and he's got some followers. He's got some worshipers. Actually.
No doubt, all over the country. They follow this guy. He does the freakazoid. He gets the crowd going. You gotta love Marvin.
As Chick Hearn would say, the jello was jiggling for dancing Marvin Hall. Great crowd on hand, as we've mentioned, the biggest of the year. And we're watching a very interesting final. Brazil against the United States, if you like. Dax Holdren, Todd Rogers, the Americans. Jose Loiola, Emmanuel Rego, the Brazilians.
It's a very important part of the game right now. 6-4, you're down. You can't let Rego and Loiola take off and get a few points here. You've got to stay close, because if not, the physical attributes of the Brazilians will take over.
Holdren and Rogers led once in this match, 1-0. Since then, it's been all Brazil. Just moments ago, it was 5-4, but then the Brazilians getting a stuff block. And that's how we find ourselves right now. 6-4, Emmanuel Rego serving. got a good serve. He can really move it around. And they'll work on Holdren. Holdren down the line, nice dig. Rego, can he put it away? Rego on the left. Not yet. Holdren goes and gets it. Good set by Rogers. And the tap over the top. So, missed opportunity for Brazil there.
No doubt about that. Rego was on the net. They had dropped off the net. He's got to get up and pound that ball. But watch Dax. Little cut shot over the top. Puts the ball away. Saves the side out. Big break.
$16,000 split between the winning team today. Holdren and Rogers down by a couple. And they're working on Rego, and Rego tapping it down the line. That's one of the things that he's improved on is his shots on the AVP Tour.
Yes, no doubt about it. But he gets up so high. He can see the court so well. And Jose, you know, they've been on Jose saying he can't set. Jose puts him in the zone that he needs to be. He can hit it from 3 or 4 feet off the net. It's not that hard to set there.
Here is Jose Loiola. And he rockets another one. The 4th ace for the team of Loiola and Rego. And Jose says, give me some. Give me some now, please.
Todd and Dax have been playing for 10 years. They should not let this happen. 4 times out of 7 points. Right down the middle. Nobody wants it. Easy points.
Okay, whose ball is it?
That's Todd's ball right there.
Okay.
Jose's serving from this side. That's the middle ball right to Todd.
One thing about Holdren and Rogers, they play very, very deep in serve receive. And Jose, he's doing a little bit of everything. He's got the crowd riled up. 8-4 now.
A little Reggie Miller taunting the New York Knicks, something like that, bringing his ears back.
And a timeout is called. Holdren and Rogers having trouble with their passing. Normally very reliable.
They've got to move their feet, get in front of that ball, and pass that ball up in the air. Loiola with a good jump serve right here. Dax has got to pass that ball up in the air, let Todd set it. Just doesn't happen.
Loiola says, I can hear you. We have scored 3 in a row. And the Brazilians lead it 8-4. We've got a break in the end.
Dax, how you feeling?
We got one more.
Feel all right. They're just serving really tough. I gotta pass a little bit better.
Are they serving the ball too tough down the middle?
Focused.
Now we just gotta communicate a little bit better.
Go get him, Dax.
Holdren and Rogers, so you saw 5th in 99. They took a 2nd in 1997. And you look at the serving story, 4 aces.
No doubt about it. That was the real breakthrough, is when they got that second. That really gave them some confidence. Right now they're playing some great ball. They just have to stop the aces.
A little while ago it was 5-4, but then Loiola and Rego scoring 3 in a row. We stand at 8-4. Chris Marlowe, Tim Hovland, glad you're with us on the AVP Tour. Oh, was that in? That was in. Another ace.
Jeez. These guys are way too physical. They gave up this many aces. It'd be tough for them to get back in the game. They've got to settle down right now, start siding out, and chip away at the lead.
Now, Holdren and Rogers got to get it together. You can't just let these go. You got to get over there.
Oh, somebody's got to touch that ball, get a hand on it, get the ball in the air, put the ball away.
9-4 our score. Holdren and Rogers really struggling now. Or give credit to Loiola and Rego, serving great. Here's Jose Loiola. And this time over to Todd Rogers. Rogers is mad. He smokes one. Loiola digs it. Scoops it back over. Rogers scoops it back over. And Jose hits it. Is it out? No, it's in there. 10-4.
What was Rogers doing? He has to control that dig right there. Get it back, let Dax set him, come up and hit that ball. That was a bad play by
Did he mean
Todd.
to do that?
I think he did. I thought he was going to catch him off guard and then turn around and bite him.
One more look at Jose Loiola defense. He used to come from the Monument Valley School of Defenders, just stand there, but he's pretty good now.
No doubt about it. Todd made a bad play right there. He thought he could catch him off guard. Doesn't happen. Jose's too big and quick, puts the ball away. Commanding lead now.
From 5-4 to 10-4, Rogers and Holdren stunned here in the championship final of the side-out AVP Open.
They are on the ropes right now. A little knockout punch. They got to hold on.
And you see why Rego and Loiola are the gold medal favorites as Rogers pounds it down the line.
I think no doubt right now in the world, Jose and Rego are the best team in the world. Physically, mentally, great training by Mingus. I mean, they got an all-around program.
And of course, Tim Hovland's talking about their coach, Jim Mingus, one of the great AVP players of all time, who supervises their workouts. 10-4 our score. Let's see if Holdren and Rogers can get back into it. You got to start with a point and get to 5 first. Here comes Rego, and Rego blasts it.
Supersonic bang. The float that he does, I've never seen a guy float on the right side like he can. Lets it come over his left shoulder and just picks it apart and destroys that ball.
31 career wins for the man they call Bones. At 10-4. See if he tries to go down the middle again. Nope, working on Holdren. Dax poking, chance for a point. Here comes Rego. He's gliding. Holdren goes and gets it. Holdren needs to save a point here, but he cannot. He hit another one out. And so Holdren and Rogers clearly frustrated right now as they give up 6 unanswered points.
Yeah, we said at the start, they've got to have a good stop right there. They didn't. Gave up a few aces, hitting balls out. That is just not getting the job done.
We're coming back to Hermosa. The score is Brazil 11, the United States 4. Holdren and Rogers in deep trouble. Volleyball, huh? What would you call them?
They're bringing the lifestyle back in full force, I'll tell you that.
Championship final, Jose Loiola and Emmanuel Rego. They led 5-4. Since then, they have run off 6 unanswered points. Todd Rogers and Dax Holdren really struggling today. They might be wearing down from long tournament action last week in Mexico and here in Hermosa. And another terrific shot by Jose Loiola. 12-4 now.
Look at that defense. Jose staying right in there. One arm banded, pops it straight up. Todd Rogers going, what do I have to do to put the ball away? Just unbelievable. Good quickness and a great put away at the end.
I think most people would agree that when Loiola and Rego are in their zone, nobody can beat them. But how do you get them out of that zone? What can you do to them?
Well, as we saw last year, the crowd kind of took Loiola out of his game a little bit. You get him a little frustrated, you get a couple blocks on him. You don't really want to taunt him, but you want to mess with his head a little bit. Right now, I think he's a lot more mentally strong than he was a year ago, 2 years ago, and he's just tough to beat right now.
Championship final. We'll be back. Side out AVP Hermosa Beach Open, Chris Marlowe and 4-time winner Tim Hovland, and it looks like Jose Loiola and his partner Emmanuel Rego are going to win for the first time together here. They have played superbly. They lead 12-4.
No doubt. I mean, they're passing the ball. They're playing great defense. Physically just bigger and stronger than Todd and Dax right now.
So let's see if Holdren and Rogers can make a run here. Good servers, not great servers. Here's Loiola. And Loiola is rejected by Holdren.
Take that out of my house right there. Dax says we might be down, but we're not out. Come with your hard cross court. Watch Loiola coming in a little bit too hard angle. Dax up and over, throws one back down, a little bit of fire.
Holdren's about 6'3", an inch taller than his partner. 12-5 now. You never know when a rally can begin with a play like that. Here comes Loiola off the net, and he pounds it down. Jose playing with a lot of control today.
Yeah, he keeps the ball in front of him. That was a tough set, but they jumped so well that they could place the ball in the court in the spots that they needed to make it hit the sand.
Rogers got a little equipment problem with his sunglasses. Now they're back on. His team trailing by 7. Rego serving. And they'll work on Holdren. And Holdren tapping down the line.
Dax, little off-speed shot.
Dax can see the court real well. Jumps nice. Nice loopy over the top. Easy side out.
Difficult to play against Holdren because he's a lefty?
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. You're lining up so many times on right-handers. You see a left-hander come there, it's like a changeup. You're not sure which way he's going to go.
12-5 our score. Here comes Loiola. And he babushkis one cross court. So Jose Loiola, frustrated a year ago, went off, got the red card, then got stuffed, or at least his partner got stuffed for the match, and aiming to make amends. You know, they say that revenge is the most powerful motivator known to man. Loiola and Rego motivated today.
No doubt. He slept on that for a year. He's here. He's got the big crowd. He's got his wife, kids, family. Everybody's out there, and he wants to show them what he can do.
Jose can't negotiate that one. So the score remains 12-5.
Tough set by Rego. Kept him off the net. Jose couldn't put that ball away.
Here we go. Hermosa
We've told you that Loiola and Rego are the #1 ranked team in the world. Interestingly, each country only gets 2 teams into the Olympics. There are probably 5 or 10 Brazilian teams that could qualify if you let them all. But that's actually good news for the United States that only 2 Brazilian teams can get in.
Yeah, Brazil is no doubt the deepest country right now, FIVB-wise. I don't think we have our best players out there right now because the AVP and the FIVB have to work out some difficulties. So I don't think that we're going to have a great representation for the USA in this Olympics.
Right side answering. Can you please move a little bit away from the
12-5. A long, hot
Thank you.
tournament here in Hermosa Beach. Now Holdren will serve it. His team needs some points, some quick ones too. And he gets the ace.
Just you ask and they will answer. Dax right down the middle.
There's a case in point of the left-handed spin, kind of taking it away from the right side guy.
Watch, it starts on the right side guy, curves in the middle. Rego bails out. Jose says, it's yours, it's mine. No, it's nobody's. Point.
A lot of people ask me, Hob, why don't you set up in the husband and wife area? Well, if you do that, then they start firing him down the line, just like that. Nice save by Rego. And he smokes one.
That is a great jump and slide, and then rip the ball across court. That's a very difficult hit. Rego makes it look so easy.
Championship final. Once again, if Rego and Loiola win this game, the tournament is over. If Holdren and Rogers were to come back and win, we would go to a double final of 7 points. So Jose Loiola, one of the top players in the world, unable to play in 1996 because of difficulties in getting clearance from his federation because of playing on the AVP tour. And Rogers hit it out. Wow, Holdren and Rogers, they look like a very tired team.
That's just the tired legs right there. He couldn't get up to jump. It's a little bit slow. Arms was a little bit low. Puts it out by about a foot. Easy points for Jose and Rego.
Now, see, you could play tired because you're about 6'8", but a little guy, he's got to keep jumping.
There's definitely a difference there.
13-6 our score. And Rogers sails another one out of bounds.
We are taking a turn at 4.
Was that a replay or the same thing? Looked exactly the same swing, dead legs, dead pegs, and a little bit of a slow arm. They've got problems brewing down 6-14.
Brazil. Amber, if she had been watching, she would know that Jose Loiola has been the man so far in this match.
No doubt about that. Amber was sitting a little low in the VIP area, just enjoying the lifestyle. In this crowd today, you know, it's bringing it back to like the late 80s, early 90s. Beach volleyball making a great comeback right here in Hermosa Beach. You gotta love it.
Huge crowd watching Loiola and Rego pound Holdren and Rogers. It really got turned around early, Tim, when Loiola and Rego started serving. It was all over.
No doubt. That 6-4 side switch, we said that they've got a hold on right here. Right there, got away from them. There's 3 or 4 aces right there, and a couple of out hits. That's too much to give these guys. They have too much physical ability. Todd and Dax have got to play their game.
Last year, frustration, disappointment, anger for that man as he felt he got jobbed here at Hermosa Beach. Now he has championship point at 14-6. Will this be a big celebration? I think so. See if they can get it here. Rogers tapping, no. So Holdren and Rogers fight off 1 championship point.
Nice ball control there. Keeping the ball in the net, a little cut shot. Nothing to lose back there. Todd might as well go back there and bomb away, see if we can get a little bit of a comeback coming.
Holdren and Rogers, a surprise team on the tour this year. A team to be reckoned with, not playing well today as that serve is into the bottom of the net. But keep in mind, they won an international tournament last weekend in Mexico, the first USA team to do that in over a year. And they're going to get a second here, and they've played well.
No doubt. And it's finishing in the top. If you can't win unless you're in the finals, they seem to get there every other weekend.
Emmanuel Rego serving, second championship point. Rogers and Jose could not bring it up.
Good drop off the net by Jose. That's another thing they do great. They can not only block, but when the ball's off the net, they get back in position, get the ball up, and then cram it down your throat.
14-6 our score. He'll try Rego this time. Good set. And the pound. Nice set by Jose Loiola. That's one thing he's improved at. He used to have kind of the Tim Hovland bump set touch, and now he's getting him actually somewhere near the net.
Oh, Chris. Oh, Chris. Yeah, well, you know, if I was sitting that guy right there, I'd probably look a little bit better myself.
Your sets would be sweet nectar. Third championship point.
Nothing against Mike Dodd, excuse you. He has one of the greatest cut shots ever in the game.
Loyola trying to wrap it up. Todd Rogers rejected, and that will do it. Jose Loiola, Emmanuel Rego, Brazil's finest team, the #1 team in the world, win here at Hermosa. And Jose's going to the crowd. Give me some love. Someone give me some love.
This is girlfriend Pam Graham.
And of course, the little baby. You know what that's all about. The appreciative crowd saw a dominating performance by that man, Jose Loiola.